and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way, and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, and the mountains quake with their surging. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. God is within her, she will not fall. God will help her at break of day. Nations are in uproar, kingdoms fall. He lifts his voice, the earth melts. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Come and see what the Lord has done, the desolations he has brought on the earth. He makes wars cease to the ends of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the shields with fire. He says, "Be still and know that I am God." I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Friday night Swift Half with me. I say Swift Half in the half an hour sense of the word, not half a pint. Although I could do with half a pint, actually, that'd be quite nice right now. How are you all doing? I'm very well. I hope you all are too. I thought I'd hop on. There's a few little videos and bits and bobs, but it'd be quite nice to have a bit of a chat to you guys as well. Just update you on a few things, what's been going on. So I had the jab. I had the jab in Cwmbran Stadium. When was that? That was Wednesday. So I had the AstraZeneca jab, COVID jab, which was quite a bizarre experience, which I'll roll into in just a moment. But yeah, I'm feeling well. I had a bit of a bad day the day after. Just couldn't lift a finger. It was just, yeah, everything was an effort. And quite enjoyed the enforced rest, to be honest with you. I was told to go to bed and just rest, and I did. And sometimes you just need that, don't you? So that psalm that we just shared, Psalm 46, "Be still," is often the most hardest thing for me to do. I don't know about you, but yeah, hope you're all well and safe. Tomorrow, Anna is who says hello, by the way. I'm taking her down tomorrow for her jab tomorrow, and Benji's got a football match for Abergavenny Rhinos. I took him football training tonight. That was really cool to watch. It's amazing. I've not seen any live sport, and I'm a massive live sports fan. But watching the under-8s train and have training matches, it was as if I was watching Wales play football. I was, go on. But obviously, with other parents there, you've just got to be a bit insular and not sort of shout out loud or do any chants to suggest the referee doesn't know what he's doing, because that would be bang out of order. But yeah, hope you're all well. Oh, there we go. I said that the jab was Wednesday. It was Tuesday. Okay, there we are. I lost a day this week, guys. I lost a day. I lost a day. Anna says, I'm expecting a day of rest on Sunday. Absolutely. When I get back from church. Good afternoon, says Jeremy J. Newcastle from the United States of America and New York. Good afternoon, Jeremy. Hope you're well, sir. And from Ireland, evening to Caroline Crawford. Hope you're well. And you folks over there, brilliant. So guys, yeah, just thought I'd hop on, have a bit of a social. Please join me, and we've got some videos and things like that. And I just want to tell you, there's lots and lots of things going on. So today, I had a gig booking confirmed, which is absolutely amazing. I can now tell you about it. It's been confirmed for quite some time, but I can announce that basically on Saturday, the 15th of May, I'll be live on Facebook, but I won't be here. I'll be in Essex in in a TV studio for the Lost in His Presence virtual version. There's some absolutely fantastic worship artists alongside me. Mayiwa OBE, of course, he's head of music at Premier Christian Radio. He's going to be there, and Wale Adenunga, who is absolutely, he's massive in Nigeria. He's a huge Christian worship artist as well, and Ben Lasky. So I'm looking forward to meeting all those guys, of course, socially distanced and with masks on, and looking forward to playing that event as well. It was going to be in a big church in Colchester, but obviously due to restrictions and stuff, it's just going to be in the studio. But please check that out. The event is on my Facebook page if you want to sort of click a reminder on or save the date or whatever. But it should be a really, really top afternoon of worship music on Saturday, May the 15th on Facebook Live. Coming not from my shed, but from a studio in Essex near London, which is going to be quite interesting. But yeah, the brave new normal, I suppose. There you go, indeed. So that is what's coming up in terms of gig bookings. There's some more stuff I want to announce as well, but I can't. There's more stuff in the pipeline, but I can't announce it. But one thing that I can announce, while I try and figure out how on earth to get this poster off the screen, is this. Yes, it's the Sermon Slam. So next Saturday the 24th of April, it's my honour to host and live stream the Cheltenham Christian Arts Festival Sermon Slam. Now, for those of you who don't know what a Sermon Slam is, it's basically, let's get the details up there, it's a 3-minute message inspired by a Bible passage. So people from all over the world have been submitting their 3-minute sermons. It can be an inspiring word, a challenging word, any type of sermon you can think of. It can be that, but it's got to be based on a Bible passage, and they're all very varied, and it's going to be superb. It's going to be really, really entertaining. There's a top panel of judges. It's the first time that the Arts Festival have streamed it live online, so it's my honour to do that. So that's Saturday the 24th of April, 7 o'clock. If you subscribe to Cheltenham Christian Arts Festival's Facebook and YouTube, that's where we'll be live streaming. I'll be popping something up on my social media as well. But the panel of judges are, there we are, we've got Ruth Fitter, Chris Lee, and Chris Lee has written, let me get this out of the way, has written this fantastic book called The OMG Effect. I'm hoping to have him on social distancing at some point, but basically it's 60-second sermons to help you live a fuller life. And during lockdown, the Reverend Chris Lee, he did 60-second sermons on Instagram. He's got 150,000 followers. Lots of young people are engaging with what the inspirational messages that he's preaching in those 60-second sermons. So forget the Sermon Slam in terms of 180 seconds. He's done it in 60 seconds. So that is why he's one of the judges, because he knows what he's on about. And Di Woolridge, of course, many of you know Di, a friend of the programme. He's got a brand new book out, by the way, and we're hoping to have him on next week, hopefully, on Social Distancing Live. And Alicia Timmis as well. They're the judges for next week's Sermon Slam. And that will be, there we are, that will be on Saturday, April the 24th on Cheltenham Christian Arts Festival's Facebook and YouTube channel. So please make sure you subscribe and click the reminder button. The details of that event, the link to the live event, will be going out this weekend. And there's also, we want people to interact with the programme and vote for their People's Champion, because there's going to be a prize and all that kind of stuff. But we're hoping there'll be 5 finalists on the night. That'll be whittled down to 3. They'll then do a second Sermon Slam, and then we're going to see who the winner is. It should be a very good evening indeed. So please join us for that Saturday, the 24th of April. So yeah, there we are. Oh, there we are. So Janice Jones, hi to John and Janice Jones. They say, hello, enjoy your rest on Sunday, Anna. I really hope that Anna doesn't get the same side effects that I got from the AstraZeneca. But I listening to friends of mine and what they went through with it, I got off lightly, I think. So feeling pretty good now, and really hoping that we're ahead for the new normal, and we can get out and about again, because I'm getting cabin fever and I'm not getting enough vitamin D even, but that could be because I live in Wales and it rains all the time. Anyway, hope you're well. Please let me know how you're doing. Of course, tonight we launched the I Will Trust in You official lyric video, so please hop on to YouTube if you'd like to see that. You can now see the official lyric video for I Will Trust in You. Fantastic song I wrote and recorded with Katie Trahan and the band and the guys there, who did a fantastic job. If you do want to see that video, please hop on to my YouTube channel. I really would appreciate that, actually. And I really am looking to build subscriptions, because I cannot monetize it and carry on doing this live streaming much longer unless I can start to make it sustainable. Unfortunately, there are various ways in which you can support me in the ministry in communicating the good news through everything that we do, through our music, through the videos we create, through our live streams, and you can support the ministry on a monthly basis, in which you get some exclusive benefits. You get music before everybody else, months in advance. You get to your demos. I do a little devotional thing as well. If you would like to subscribe to the YouTube channel, though, that is free. You don't have to pay a penny, but it does mean a lot to me and can really help me. Also, you have to ring the bell for notifications and hit that like button, unfortunately. But start off by pressing subscribe. It also means that when I do go live, you will get notified straight away, because sometimes, even if you're following a page, you don't get notified until a few minutes after the stream started to get going. So yeah, that's one thing I'd be most grateful of. If you're interested in supporting the ministry, because obviously now things are opening up, perhaps you could book a gig. I've still got to complete the album, which costs a lot of money. So if you would like to support the ministry in that way, I'd be most grateful. We did thank you to those people, by the way, who did lend me their voices. We got over 100 voices in the end, all recording themselves individually, and we made it sound like a congregation, because we basically just put them all together, lined them all up, and Gary, the producer, did a fantastic job. So that is for a track called Jesus Christ My Lord, which is coming out with Cat Mills. Of course, many of you may know Cat Mills, fellow worship artist as well. Absolutely, it sounds stunning. And on Tuesday, I'm going to be meeting a male voice choir who are holding an outdoor rehearsal in a rugby stadium, and I'm hoping that they will sing on another track that I've got. We're just trying to complete the album now in this next month or so to get it out to you, and the songs are sounding massive and epic. There's orchestra on it, there's really big sounds on it. The band have done a fantastic job. And these voices, please get your voices in. www.robwestallmusic.com/1,000 voices. We just want to make a unique record that praises God in a unique way, with lots and lots of people just singing his praises. And as those people who took part in Jesus Christ My Lord, who took part, you don't have to have an exceptional voice, or you don't even have to have a high opinion of what your voice is. That doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter when we gather together and worship, or when we used to gather together and worship and sing congregationally. That didn't matter about how people sounded, and it doesn't matter. All that matters is that you open your mouth and you sing the praise that God is due, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring it all together. Gary's a top-notch producer, and it'll sound bang on. I'm not going to release it, guys, if you're going to stick out like a sore thumb and sound awful, myself included. So you've got that guarantee. Submit anything. We'll make it sound like $1 million if you're a bit nervous about it. And it's going to sound banging. And I cannot wait to share the music with you. I just know it'll bless so many people, because I know where the songs are inspired from and where they came from. I basically just downloaded them and recorded them to the best of my ability. Why? Because God is worthy of all this expense. But if you'd like to help and support the ministry, if you've been blessed by it over the last year or so, and you'd help us to keep doing it and spreading the word. You know, we've seen some people come to Christ and return to him, and we want to see more people return to Christ, and we want to see more people return to him and follow him and have that hope and assurance that we've got. So yeah, if you would like to do that, please message me. You can go visit my website. There's a page on there explaining more about it, but I'd love to have a chat to you about it. No pressure. no obligation. And Jeremy says, speaking of vaccines, because I had my vaccine earlier this week and lost a day and a lot of strength, not that I was that strong in the first instance, says, I just got my first dose of the Pfizer yesterday. Well, Jeremy, I hope that you're feeling well. It's great to hear that you've got that, and the end is in sight, hopefully. Guys, hope you're well there in New York. Jeremy himself is a fantastic musician and is on the independent Christian music playlist on Spotify. So please check that playlist out. I'm lucky to be on that. Basically, it says a lot of independent Christian music artists. We create a playlist and we play it every day to support one another. That's another way in which you can support the ministries. Head on to Spotify, click that follow button and play our music. Every little helps. Thank you, guys. Just thought I'd hop on and just share a few things. If anybody's got any questions or requests or anything, please chuck them in the comments section. But I'm going to head off very shortly indeed to get some tea down me. But don't forget, I Will Trust in You is now out and available, and please have a listen. Head over to YouTube for the lyric video, but if you do want to purchase it, that would really, really help. robwestallmusic.com/merch. Marvellous. Now I want to play you a little video which tells you now a little bit about the background behind the song, because you might not know how it was written and why it was written. This video is on the YouTube channel and it is something that you can get when you subscribe. But here's a little background to I Will Trust in You, the inspiration behind it. We've already heard Psalm 46, which was key, but this is the background to how it was written.
Hey, he's Rob Westall.
And she's Katie Johan, and we've got a brand new single out called I Will Trust in You, and we'd like to tell you all about the story behind the song.
I will trust in you, my Savior. I will trust in you, deliver perfect love that drives out fear, calls and holds me near, so I will trust in you.
I'd really love to know where the song came from, the inspiration. I'd really love you to tell everyone about that.
Well, the song came during lockdown, and it was one of two songs I wrote around a similar period. And both songs were written during really challenging times, really, really dark days, really, where everything got a bit too much. And I turned to the Bible and Psalm 46 in particular. And what often happens is when I'm reading the scriptures or praying or just worshipping or whatever, I'll often have the guitar with me or something, because an old pastor of mine told me once when I was suffering from depression, I used to suffer from it quite a lot when I was younger. He said whenever I feel like that, to pick up the guitar and worship as a response. And so I don't always do that, but on this occasion I did. And more often than not, actually, a song does drop and come out of nowhere, really, in those times, really. And that's what happened in this instance.
Oh, I really love that. And I love that about the Psalms as well. Even like David, when he had his dark times, when you like read some of his Psalms, you know, he starts in despair and then he starts worshiping the Lord, and it comes, and by the end of the Psalm, it's just completely changed his mindset. And I think that's something which we can all take from that as well, Rob, by you sharing, you know, those difficult times and what you do, you know, to focus on God, come back to God, and then he just lifts us out of it. So thanks for sharing that.
No. It honestly it's one of those ones as well where I was also sort of inspired by a quote by, I can't remember who it was now, but there's a minister who said, you know, when God says do not fear, it's often accompanied by because I'm with you, you know. And I remembered that as I was going through the process, really, of writing it.
My God is with me. I need you near.
It was written quite quickly, and I think that psalm in particular, there's a lot in there that drew parallels with the times. Well, the times we're in now, to be honest, but at that particular moment, it was even more heightened. There's a lot of fear out there at the moment, but it was even more so at the time.
God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way, and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea.
It sort of felt like the walls were closing in when I had the episode that led to this song. And then when I read this psalm and its truth, God is our refuge and our strength, an ever-present help in trouble. So it was like leaping out of the page at me. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea. Though everything around us that we've known and come to know and rely on and thought was immovable has just evaporated overnight.
Absolutely.
You know, we will not fear. And it was that was leaping out at me, thinking, this is about now. This is real to me. And then it was verse 7 says,
The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress.
So like I was saying, you know, do not fear. Okay, I won't fear. No, don't fear, because I'm with you and I'm bigger than all of this. So that was the sort of inspiration behind it. And then sometimes when you're in that box, I just think, I've had enough of this. I'm going to scream and shout this truth out and nobody's going to stop me. And that's why I just picked up the guitar and I sang it that night on the stream.
I will trust in you, my Savior. I will trust in you till every...
And lots of people were encouraged by it, so I kept sharing it. It had something on it, and that's why it's one of the singles that we're releasing, and why I wanted you on it as well, because I could hear your voice on it. It just needed that extra something on it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. And I know, as you probably feel sometimes when you're an artist, you sing a lot of stuff on your own. Sometimes it's so nice to come together with another voice and see what's created in that moment. I know when we went into the studio, it's like creating harmonies. It's just God just opens up a door, doesn't he? And it's just a great place to just share together and just see what happens in the moment. Yeah.
Awesome.
And I do love that for Psalm 46, and like you just mentioned about lockdown, you know, people have had such a tough year. It's been a real tough year, but God has been faithful. And I just love towards the end of Psalm 46.
He says, Be still and know that I am God.
You know, we've had to be still a lot as well in this lockdown, but it has been that time to really work things through with God as well. So it's a wonderful, wonderful psalm. So I'm glad that the Lord gave you that vision when you looked at this. It's amazing. And I do absolutely love your song. I can't wait for people to hear it.
will trust in you. I will trust in you. I'll trust in you.
Marvelous, marvelous indeed. That is the story behind the song, part 1. There's going to be more videos coming out around that and all manner of other things that we're creating with me and the team. So please make sure you subscribe to that YouTube channel there, ring the bell and hit that like button. I don't know why I have to do all 3. If you subscribe, surely it should sort everything out, but apparently it doesn't. And I love what Jeremy says. Of course, in that video, we saw Katie holding the bit of I Will Trust in You. And there's the Absolutely marvellous. Well, guys, just a short one. I did say it was a Swiftie, but I shouldn't do this, right? But I'm going to play the official lyric video on this stream. You should really go to the YouTube channel and look at it, because I often do things for an audience of one, because what I do is worship, but there really was an audience of one for the official lyric video launch earlier this evening, which wasn't very encouraging indeed. So I'm going to, because I'm proving that it's not about me, I'm going to play you the official lyric video now for I Will Trust in You, because it all ties up with everything that we've shared this evening. Psalm 46, the background story behind it, of course. Please look that up, actually, Psalm 46. I just feel that's relevant. And it certainly goes with the following song, which I pray blesses and encourages you. And no matter where you are, and no matter what you're facing, know that you can trust in him and he will never let you down. And sometimes, as I discovered this week through the force of medical intervention, just be still and know that he is God. You know, God doesn't need us to fulfill his purposes, but he chooses to use us because he loves us and he's got a purpose and a plan for your life. So if you're tuning in this evening, look up Psalm 46. And if you'd like to talk about God and want to know more about him, there's an alpha course that a friend of mine is running and I can connect you with, where you find out all about the Christian faith. If you're ready to follow Jesus right now, if he's been on your case and you're at that point of your journey, then I'd love to help you with that as well and talk to you about that. So please direct message me after the program. If anything at all applies to you, if you're just interested, want to know more, or if you're ready to commit and follow Jesus, or if you want to return to him, even if you want to go deeper with him, I'm here. Me and Anna are here. We'll pray with you. God bless you all. Have a great weekend. Please pray for me and Anna. Anna's especially. She's having the vaccine tomorrow. I've got to drive her down tomorrow. Benji's having a football match. So praying that he has a stormer and a man of the match performance. But here we go. This is I Will Trust in You. God bless you all. And I pray that this blesses. Please stay on till the end and let the song just soak and just minister to you. God bless you all.
I will not worry, I will not fear. My God is with me. I need you near, and you are near. Yes, you are here, right by my side. Trust in you, my Savior. I will trust in you. Deliver, perfect love that drives out fear, calls and holds me near. So I will trust in you.